Hello, everyone. I always forget to raise this chair, so let me do that. Hello. We are currently waiting on Paden. There she is. So I am going to add. Let me make sure.
Hi.
She is. Hello.
How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just having a wedding in my backyard today. No big deal.
You are?
Yeah.
No big deal at all. I'm so glad you could join me.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I miss your face.
I miss yours too. We're pretty close to seeing each other again.
I know. I'm so ready. Oh my gosh. This has been crazy waiting on all of y'all.
Yes.
So I'm so pumped. Okay, so we'll just start out because I know you do have something to get to. That's why we told you first. So I want to know what your favorite workshop moment was when you were here at the Amy Cole workshop.
For me, I was in a really dark place before going to the workshop. I was feeling really lost, and I was just kind of not sure if I even wanted to continue my photography journey. I liked it, but I was just in a weird spot.
Yeah.
So for me, it was the worship. I loved it. I loved the time with all of y'all, hearing everyone's testimonies and just getting to spend some time that was not strictly photography related, but it also kind of went into our businesses as well. For me, it was worship.
I love that, Paden. I love your heart so much. I love that. That was the part. Honestly, looking back on that workshop, I was in a similar place, Paden. I know a lot of people didn't know that. I know we talked about it a little bit in the small group that we had been going through some stuff. But that was kind of the beginning of a downward spiral in my life.
Yeah.
And I just remember everybody leaning around praying for my family, praying for me, and we prayed for each other. Yes. And it was we don't advertise the Amy Cole workshop that way by any means, but I think if you're coming into the Sullins home, Jesus lives here.
Right. Yes.
He lives here. So I do love that so much that was a takeaway.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, what did the Amy Cole workshop do for your business, and how did it change that for you?
For me, I feel that my clients have doubled. They know me because they've seen me on my story. They identify with that, and all that we've been doing with our social media and our hashtags and posting every day, the job of social media.
The job, yes.
For me, it's awesome because my clients are saying, I saw your story and I really liked your dogs, because everyone knows my dogs.
Everybody loves Paden's dogs.
Yes. And so they're like, I really love your dogs. Or they're like, I saw you having such a great time. And so that's really marketed there. As well as I really wasn't big on posting on Instagram beforehand. So I did have a few followers, but they didn't get to see my work. I just mainly posted a couple of times on Facebook.
Yeah.
So for me, it has grown my social media. More people are finding out, and I have doubled clients. I mean, I'm doing things I normally wouldn't have done. Weddings back-to-back weekends, and a wedding in my backyard. I never would have done that.
I love that though. I love that. So, I know for you, one of the main things that you walked out with that I'll brag on you about is you did a name change that I think honestly set your business up for a professional success.
It did for sure.
Tell us a little bit about that name change that went on for
you.
So
starting out, it was for fun. I am a full-time dental hygienist.
Right.
And so starting out with photography was, let me get a few friends, let me get some dogs, let me get a few things out here and just take some pictures. And so I always I'm a person who has no confidence. I am very hard on myself. Everyone can tell you that, and I can identify that. I know it. But I loved the thought of just be you. That was always what I said. I'm like, I just want you when you're in front of my camera to just be you. If you don't like to be serious, don't be serious. If you don't like to smile, don't smile. I want you to be you. Right. So starting out, I named my business JBY Photography.
Right.
Because I really did not intend on it being serious. That sounds terrible, but it was for fun. It was an outage, a creative outlet for me. And so then I got more and more interested. And so I started reaching out and I did the Amy Cole workshop. And I realized I wanted this to be a full-time eventually. If my boss is watching, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, photography's more fun than cleaning teeth. But I just knew that after talking with Amy and all the girls at the workshop, I just knew it was better for me to change my name to be identifiable, but also still stand for what I believed in. And also, it just looked more professional.
Yeah.
And it really helped, I think.
I think it has helped you tremendously. Number one, it's identifiable. Now, when I say, I remember before you came, I had known of you. I had not met you in person before you came to the workshop. And I always would have a little bit of confusion when I would try to figure out, I was like, okay, where's Paden? Like, I would have to think through, like, okay, I need to go look at Paden's page. Where is Paden? And so now I feel like you have this professional identity that you did not have before. And I think that it has set you up to be able to take your business into that next level. And I love that the workshop kind of gave you the confidence, because I will tell you, and Joy said this, Joy said, Paden, you're amazing. I agree with that. I've watched you bloomed. You know me.
Yes.
I've watched you bloom since you left here just in October. Like, the confidence within yourself, the confidence within your photography. You've stepped out of the box. I remember the first couple of months you were like, I do not want to be on stories, but here I am.
Yes.
Like, I remember
I was like, Amy said, you have to post on your story, post your face. And I was like, really?
I know. But now I watch you and it's so natural for you. Like, you don't, there's not, you can tell that there's not an awkward, I mean, we all have our moments of awkwardness on stories. Yes. But I do feel like that gave you that little step to dive in and to see where it was going to take you.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
All right. So what was your favorite food at the workshop?
So it was hard to remember because I feel like we ate so much.
We did. I'm going to
But I think that the Lord would be mad at me if I didn't say his chicken, Chick-fil-A. I loved it, which I love Chick-fil-A.
The Lord will be mad at me if I don't say chicken.
Yes. And the endless supply of candy. That was perfect.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just flipped that. I don't know how I did that. Hold on.
There you go.
It's on my ring light. We're real around here, Paden.
Yes.
That's how that is.
Yes.
Yes. Chick-fil-A is always a given.
Always
I think that will be at every workshop we ever host until Jesus comes back to us.
Yeah.
And we ride it on like a chicken truck.
Yes.
I love that so much. Okay, so last question, so I can let you get back to your backyard wedding that you're hosting today. If you could say one thing to someone that's maybe on the fence about coming to, okay, for starters, I want to say Paden is coming back. Paden is going to be at the June workshop, so Paden chose to do a second round. Jennifer Pierce wants to know where the doggies are. I think the world wants to know.
The doggies are at doggy daycare.
Yeah, that's probably
because we don't need any barking during the ceremony in the backyard.
Yes, probably why. But we do love those little pups. Oh,
yes.
But what would be one thing that you would say to someone who was saying maybe they're on the fence about, signing up for the Amy Cole workshop?
Jump. Don't hesitate. Just jump. I am a person, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw my posts, I don't like to make decisions. Mm-hmm. When I make a decision, I go back and forth if I made the right decision. Mm-hmm. So I change it 9 times, and then I always go back. I saw the post about the Amy Cole workshop, and I was like, I don't know. I really want to do it, but I don't know. Talked to my husband, and he was like, do it. He was like, you're good, and this will help you do it.
Yeah.
And so I signed up. I think it was
I think your husband's on here.
Is he? Hey, Jared. He's working today, bless him.
I think he's fine on his lady.
So yes, he told me to do it, and I actually think it was my birthday present from him.
I'm pretty sure. I do remember that. Yes.
Yes. He was like, I'll buy you a ticket if you'll do it and go for your birthday. And I was like, yes. I don't regret it. It has brought me, how many of us? there's a group. Friendships, close friendships. Some I talk to every day. I interact with all of them via social media always. We always have, if we're having trouble with something, we have each other. Yeah. And for me, my business has skyrocketed. I feel so much better. Like, I never would have done a live video prior to the workshop. So I feel so much better about me and who I am and my business. And I say, jump, go for it.
I love it. I'm so glad you're coming back. I think that it's going to be so amazing to have you back here again. The great thing about the Amy Cole workshop is that it does have to change. You know this because you've been at the first one. It does have to change month to month. We were supposed to have the workshop in March, and the curriculum that I had wrote out for that is drastically different than what I'll be doing now for June, because we had to move it and because things have changed so much in the social media world just in the last couple of months. And so that's why it's okay for those clients and those attendees to come back, because it's going to be different every time. And so that's why I love that you're getting to come back, because I think we may just knock it up even more, girl, because you're already slaying it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all your help.
No, I just love you. I love your spirit. I love your attitude. And I think God's got cool things in store for Paden Photography.
Yes.
And Mr. Jared that's sending us the side eyes because he's stalking us over here. I love it.
I had to threaten him not to call so he didn't mess up our live video.
Do not call me. I'm on a live right now. I love it. I know Josh left today. He had to go pick up a few things, and I'm like, please don't call, because he'll do that sometimes too.
Yes.
Just remember, I'm on a live.
Yes.
Anyway, I love you, friend. I can't wait to see you in June. You get to that backyard wedding.
Getting to it. Thank you so much. I love you, Amy Cole.
I love you, Paden. I'll talk to you soon. All righty. Let me remove Paden out of here. Okay, so up next, we're going to be talking to my sister pal, Stefanie McGuffey. Let me get her added in. Stefanie is coming. Here she goes. There she is.
Hi.
I love my Stefanie.
And I love Amy.
I don't even know if I've called you Stefanie in forever. I always call you Steph.
That's perfectly fine.
I know.
Steffi is acceptable too.
I know. Stefanie is not only a good friend to the Sullins family, Stefanie also fills in on occasion for Josh. I mean, Josh is my second shooter. Everybody knows that. Everybody always gets up in arms. They're like, is Josh leaving? I'm like, no.
I'm not a bad replacement.
You're great. Josh sometimes is like, maybe we should bring Stefanie with us one day. I'm like, that would be fun.
That would be so much fun.
That would be so fun.
Yes.
So we know Stefanie pretty personally. She actually knew us when we lived in Alabama. She was one of the last photographer friends that I made while we were still living there, and I just love her. And she attended the October workshop, and Stefanie is also coming back for round 2.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. So tell me what your favorite workshop moment was from October.
So obviously I loved all of the curriculum. I loved learning the things, but it was the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Because hello, that's who I am. So my tiger onesie pajamas in public in Atlanta at the ice cream shop, that's number one. That was my favorite.
That was a premiere moment, I think. When we came walking into Jenny's, I surprised, for you that don't know, I try to do a surprise every workshop, a new little fun something. And the first workshop, we surprised them. We loaded them up in cars, and we took them to Jenny's in their pajamas. And I live in Alpharetta. And Alpharetta is just upper end kind of people. And so we all go walking down through the Avalon in our PJs. And the Jennies, can I tell you, just the Jennies people loved us, didn't they?
They did. They enjoyed us.
I think they were.
How could you not?
We kept walking in and they were like, okay.
How many of them are there?
It was great. But yeah, I agree. I think the camaraderie between the girls and just the community that was built during that time, I think that group of girls especially, I think we were all kind of in a moment of like, what's next. Even personally for me, but in my personal life, there were some things that I was working through. Do you want to speak to that?
I mean, it's true. I was in a limbo type place. Like, what is coming next for me? What am I going to do to make my business go forward? And I feel like I walked away with a very clear picture of what I needed to do for myself to put my business at the forefront, because I'm very bad about putting other people ahead of myself. So I walked away at
you and me.
I know.
We've had these private conversations.
We really have. So I walked away with not only a plan, but with support. Right. So I've got all of these new friends that are cheering me on.
Yeah.
Just like, people will be like, "You're doing so good." I'm like, "Really?"
Sometimes I don't feel like I am.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Could you say that one more time so I can record it?
Yeah. So that's what I took away from it the most, like the support of it and the confidence that I could do it for myself and for my own family.
Yeah, so, I love that. And I see that my Brent's here, our Brent Harbison.
Yeah,
so she said, "Oh, hey, my girls. Hey, Brent, we love you so much." Brittany will be back in June as well, doing a video for us, but also teaching. She's going to come back as an educator, which we're so excited about. I think she will be a very good voice to that side of the world that we live in. And then Joy said, "I'm a fan, Steph." Joy loves you.
I love my Joy.
I love it. All right. So what did did I already ask you, what did the workshop add to your social media and business? I don't believe so.
No, but I can answer that.
Please answer.
So consistency, my friends. Consistency. And you just have to show up. Yeah. You just have to get on there and do it. And that was a problem for me. Like, I would post maybe 3 times a week, random days, random times, or I would post 3 times a day.
Right. So, I remember.
There was no in between. It was either I'm here all the time or I'm here maybe every other day. So it was just learning that I needed to be consistent with it and having an approach to it, and kind of know it. And I still don't understand it all. And that's why I'm coming back again.
Well, that's what I say. I think in the social media world, especially when you're new to like why it works that way, I think it's a valuable thing to be able to say, "Hey, I'm going to go back for another round." And that's why I love that I think there's 5 of you guys that are from the October that are coming back this time. And everybody kept saying, "Do you want us to leave this spot for somebody else?" And I'm like, "No, that's the joy of this. Like, if you feel like you want to come back, come back. Like, fill those spots and bring my house full of joy, all these joyful people." And I think that's the cool thing about coming back, is that you can still take it to the next step. Because I think even for me as a strategist, I'm still always learning. And I think for you guys, it's the same. You still want to be able to learn.
It's a lot. There's a lot to learn.
A lot. A whole lot in the social media world.
It can be overwhelming. Yes.
Never changing. All right. What was your favorite food? I think I know what your answer is going to be.
I'm going to throw you a curveball, Amy. My favorite, because I thought about this and I thought through each day and what we had, and my favorite thing, and I think it may be the headache, that turkey sandwich from the patio hit some spot differently. Now, the nacho bar was good.
Yeah, everybody loved that nacho bar.
But that turkey sandwich, I think it was the headache.
Yeah, and that's true. I forgot that was the day that you did have the horrible headache.
That was the worst.
The patio is a local gig here that Josh and I love, and we love to support. So we tried to choose our favorite small businesses. Since we are a small business, we tried to choose our favorite small businesses to support during the workshop, and that was one of them. They're called the Patio, and they are making an appearance in round 2 as well.
Look, I have dreamed about that turkey sandwich. I'm not gonna lie,
girl. You should come with me one day when we eat the turkey sandwich, because they have fantastic soups. But my favorite is when they have the broccoli cheddar and you dip that particular sandwich in the broccoli cheddar. And I'm going to tell you a secret. We're going there today for dinner. We're going to pick up dinner. We're not going because even though restaurants are open in Georgia, we're not sitting down in them. Nobody is. But we're going to go by and get a to-go order from them today because I'm
very jealous.
Yeah. I wish I could ship you one. I would. But next time you're in town, that's where we're hitting up. I I love it. Okay, so if you could say one thing to someone who is on the fence about the Amy Cole workshop, especially the new one, because I think I've talked to you about this in private. The new one is going to be diving in like strictly with social media, branding, marketing, SEO, website. We're going to take a little bit of that photography aspect away. So because we noticed last time most girls for the most part were okay shooting, and the ones that weren't, we had people around them that could help them. But everybody was very concentrated in on that social media and the marketing and branding side. And so what would you say to someone that is thinking about the October workshop?
What are you waiting for? Just do it. Sign up before
I did not pay them to say this.
Sign up before all the spots are gone. I remember when you opened the first one, I was just like chomping at the bit. And when you sent the email out, I don't even think I read the whole thing before I responded.
I don't think you did either.
Let me in. Yeah. Because I knew I wanted to. I didn't even know what all it was going to be about, but I love you and I love watching and learning from you. And I knew that I wanted to be a part of it. So I'm excited to come back. I'm so excited.
I just love you so much.
I love you.
I think the workshop speaks so much to me. I know that it's my workshop. I totally get that. But like it spills into my life too. Like it's not just something where I'm constantly pouring into other people. I'm able to also, receive a little bit from those.
And I love that.
I do too. That's one of my very, very favorite things about it. You're just amazing. Is there anything else you want to say to anybody?
Oh, I could talk.
I knew he would. I'm texting. I'm saying, I'm live right now. Y'all. Oh my gosh. My family.
Look, I barricaded my kids in their room and Micah's in the backyard. And I was like, do not come back inside until I tell you.
No. Don't come back inside until I tell you it's okay.
Actually, I hear Sam creeping around the corner, so there's no telling.
I love it. Well, tell those boys I said, I'm responding to Josh so that I can be clear to this. Tell those boys I said I love them so much. I love those boys.
I will.
I love them. And I cannot wait to see you in June. And don't you worry, that nacho bar will be ready and the sandwiches.
Very exciting.
And we got a few new surprises that are coming. And I'm pumped about them. Y'all are going to be so excited.
I'm excited no matter what the food is. I mean, but I'm a fan of all food.
Obviously. I mean, look at these sheets. They have grown by miles since quarantine.
Stop.
Oh, my God. I have a post that I've already geared up for social media for next week. And one of them says, I really want to tell you my weight right now, but I'm ashamed. So I'll tell it to you. I'll tell it to you in 3 months when I've lost it.
No, that's okay. We can keep that a secret.
We're in quarantine right now. It doesn't matter. I love you, friend. Thank you for jumping on with me. You're amazing.
Anytime.
Check us on YouTube. She'll be on YouTube later. Bye, Steph. I love you.
Bye.
All righty. Steph out. Let's see here. And now we are going to add my friend Joy. My spunky friend Joy. Here she comes. Let's get her in. Joy.
Hi.
How are you, friend?
I'm great.
Don't you be shy. I know you've been doing TikToks all night.
I have been TikToking. And I was the biggest, again, I was like, I don't understand TikTok. I don't like it. Don't try it, people. Do not. If you don't want to be a dick, then don't start it.
You're a TikTok queen, girl.
I feel like I can be whatever I want to on TikTok.
Isn't that great?
Silly. Yes. I can mess up if I want to. I don't have to look perfect.
Yeah.
People want to see that you're real and I mess up like they do.
Oh, yeah. And Britt is on here. She's saying, hey, Joy.
Hey, Britt.
I'm so excited. We're all going to be together so soon. Lee's on here bragging on you about how glamorous you are. Look at Lee.
He tried to stay in this room. I'm barricaded like Stephanie. I'm barricaded in the back room, and he came in. I said, get out. I'm about to be on here. He said, let me just sit in the corner. I said, no.
Lee, you come on in and join us.
Oh, gosh.
I love it. Stephanie's laughing. She's like, she understands. She barricaded her kids out.
Right. She's glad she's off of here now.
I love it. He's going to be posted through this whole thing. I
just
feel
ignore him.
I feel it. Ask any questions you want, Lee. I'll tell you anything you want to know. right, Joy Girl, what was
Okay.
your favorite workshop moment?
Oh gosh, the nonstop availability of candy and snacks. No, I'm just kidding.
I love that everybody's revolves around food. What did you pay for? Well, I got a lot of food.
Nonstop snacks, any time of day or night. Wake up and go downstairs, and there's a snack bowl waiting.
Yeah, the Sullins believe in snackage.
No, that was a great part. But
yeah,
whenever your workshop was the first one I've ever done, and I've been a photographer for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
and so I just kind of jumped into it. Hey, let's get a camera.
Right.
Don't know anything about it. Don't know the right things to do, but let's take pictures.
Yeah.
So I never really invested in my education, but so going to your workshop, I finally found a community that I could reach out to, that encouraged me, that I felt like I could be real with and say, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to know how to do this, and I didn't feel judged. I didn't feel, I felt free to do that without feeling bad about myself as a photographer.
I love that.
And
I remember you sitting in that room, and I remember there were a few moments where you just had this look like, okay.
Yeah. There's other photographers that feel the way I do sometimes.
Yeah, you just had this breath, like you just took a breath, because I think you were nervous coming in.
I was, because I felt very not like them. I don't know how else to put it. I felt like I was not good enough. Yeah, basically. Yeah. And to be able to be raw and real with those people, and them not to have looks of disgust on their face, was just, and like Paden was saying, Paden and I talk probably 3 times every single day.
I love that.
I mean, the friendships that I made and the community was just very unexpected, and so just like I could breathe. Really,
I love that. And Jennifer Scott Photo says here, insecurity is such a joy robber.
It is. Oh,
and
my
that's true.
Mm-hmm. It
very,
is
very true.
So to feel like there's other people, that you're not alone in those feelings.
Yeah.
You feel so free to be able to do to do things that held you back before, or ask questions, or go to workshops and put yourself out there.
I totally understand.
Your workshop was the first time I had ever shot in manual.
Yes.
I was scared to death. And at that styled shoot, I think it might have been Stefanie and Beth were like, just put it on manual and do it. I mean, that's the time. We're all here.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've not gone back yet. I mean, I haven't turned back. It was not as scary as I thought it was. I just was afraid to do it.
Yeah.
So,
and I love that. I think you're not alone in that. Like, so many testimonials that I've had and I've received through this time, and even people that have signed up for the June one. I mean, again, we'll re-emphasize that workshop was supposed to be in March. We had to reschedule it for June. But a lot of those girls, they're already messaging me like, I need this workshop right now. I don't need it in June. I need it today. And I totally understand that. We jumped on a Zoom call. I'm going to plan another one here in the next couple of weeks with those girls, because I get it. Like, those types of atmospheres can create that anxiety, but it can also create the community that you need around you to say, you know what? You have this in you. You can do it. And I'm so glad that gave that to you, because you have not stopped, girl. You went.
It's been so good. Oh my gosh. It's done so much. When you feel like you have a community to support you, like I said, you feel that, or I did at least, you feel like you can do it now.
Yeah.
And you go do it. You don't wait for somebody to say it's okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I love that. And then Steph even said here, but look at you now, Joy. We're all so proud of you. And I love looking back through that October. You October girls will always have a really deep, special place in my heart. Just because it was a dream for me. Like, I had been dreaming. And here's like a little funny thing. Josh and I talk about this all the time. I lived in fear for 3 years to open this. For 3 years, I sat quietly and had this dream, but thought nobody would want to hear me. Nobody would want that from me. Nobody would want to invest in something that I could offer in the education world. Even though I do have this other side part of me, that's the social media strategy part, I just always felt that way. So I understand that feeling, Joy. Like, I've lived that too. And there's something about somebody looking at you saying, you know what, you can do this. Like, You can do it. And I remember that moment where somebody looked at me and said, you know what, Amy, you really need to do this. Like, you can do this. And so I know that same thing happened for you. And I'm thrilled that did.
Yeah. I remember you telling us that at the workshop. And I'm like Stefanie, I don't know if I messaged you first and asked you if you were going to do a workshop or if you were I don't remember. I thought I did, but maybe I wanted to. Because you, before you and I became friends, you were like, Celebrity Amy. Oh my gosh. And so
you are a mess.
When I found out you were putting on a workshop, I was like, yes.
I do remember you walking in my house and you were like, are you Amy cool? I was like,
and look at you, you're real just like everybody else.
I am so real, girl. I tie my shoes the same way you do. I go to the potty like you do. I ain't no celebrity. No, girl. I think that's the cool thing about it is I love a world where, because in the photography world, sometimes we can separate ourselves into tiers, like beginners, moderates, more moderate, like, over the top. You got the educators, and then you got these high-end photographers. And I like that in this world, we didn't have to preface that. We were just a bunch of ladies in a room, like-minded ladies especially, that truly wanted to figure this out. And I love that I was able to speak into that and help you guys move into those places for your business. And I love that you're coming back in June.
Me too. I got so much from your first workshop for my business. Like I said, your workshop was my first step towards making it a real business instead of I just do photography.
Right.
Learning how to really engage, learning how to do social media the right way and how important it is with marketing. I got my engagement from people went up. My participation on social media increased. And I was no longer, for a little bit, but I'm no longer afraid to put my face in my grid and on my stories. And that I think has helped so much because people do want to see you.
They do.
They want to see that you're a real person and not just somebody behind a camera.
Yeah.
That you have a real life.
Yeah. And I think that's the main takeaway always. I mean, there's so many things we could talk about in strategy, but the main thing is people want I say this all the time. This is my motto. People are never going to trust your business unless they trust you as a person, especially in a small business atmosphere like what we run and have. And so I think it's just a valuable thing to be able to have confidence enough to show your face, even in the times where you don't have makeup on and it's just real life. And I tell a lot of my clients that you don't need to go put a face full of makeup on just to get in front. Show people, like, listen, I know I look like crud today, but this is who I am. Right. And I'm not ashamed to do that.
I know. I'm more apt to do that. If we're sitting outside and it's a pretty day and my hair is up and the wind has blown it out, I'm like, we're sitting outside
real life.
In the weather. Yeah.
It's real life. It's real life. Yeah. Okay, so what is your favorite food from the workshop?
My favorite food was the Amy Cole mac and cheese on barbecue night. I love pizza and mac and cheese are my two favorites by far of any type of food. And
yes, girl. If I had a choice, that would have been mine. And I know I made it, but that mac and cheese is legit.
It was so good.
I love it on barbecue night.
Pizza and mac and cheese, my two favorites.
Lee's like, she ain't lying.
Real life.
Poor Lee. He's sitting over in the corner somewhere. You got him locked up.
He's in the front of the house. Thank goodness.
I love it. Okay, girl, if you could say one thing to someone who is sitting on the fence right now about possibly jumping in and going all in for the workshop, what would you say?
If you went to the first one or if you have not been to one, I think education, learning never gets old because there's always something new to learn in any creative business.
That's true.
And your craft or your trade as a creative, you get to do your trade about 20% of the time, and that other 80 is administrative, marketing, SEO, writing blogs. You never quit learning because it never stops changing. So if you think you know it all, you don't. You need to.
I don't either.
Amy doesn't either. But we can all work together.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it changed my business. Going to your first one, it completely changed my business. I was not prepared for it to change my business like it did.
It did change your business. I've loved watching it change your business.
And I think it changed me too. as a person and a photographer, because I got more confidence.
You have.
You know? So if you're thinking even a little bit about going to this one, I think you should do it. I mean, I don't think investing in your education as a photographer is ever wasted money or time.
Right.
Ever. Or if you need a group, if you need a community, come to this workshop, because you'll get one, I promise.
Yeah. We're definitely going to have, girl, and we're going to eat.
And we're going to eat.
We're going to eat. I mean, that's what you do when you're in community. You eat.
Right. Sit around in your pajamas and eat food.
I love that. What's your favorite thing about the workshop? Well, the snack bowl.
Me and Mackenzie and Paden passed that snack bowl around more.
Y'all did love y'all some candy snack bowl. I remember I sat that out on Monday morning. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Monday morning, we kept the snack bowl hitting until Monday morning, and it was full of candy. I mean, it was like overflowing.
It was.
And I think by Monday night, it was empty. And I'm talking about
it was huge, because it was close to Halloween, and so y'all were already ready, had bought all that candy. So she wasn't prepared for us.
I don't think I was prepared for the amount of candy. So we're already stocking up. We've been stocking up on drinks and candies because it's coming.
It's a good time. Y'all, it is a good time. It really is. I would definitely, if you're thinking about it, just do it. Or talk to one of us and we'll give you all the reasons why you need to do it.
I would love that. Joy, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Amy. You've done so much. I really appreciate it. You opened up a lot of doors.
I'm very exceedingly proud of you. I think you have stepped into some confidence, and it's just fun to watch you bloom in that. I think it's just been amazing. So I just love you to pieces. I cannot wait to hug you.
I know. I'm so ready.
I hope we can hug.
I'll Lysol down first.
Yeah, we'll Lysol. I love you so much. If you're here, stay tuned, because I've got a few more things to tell you before I get off the live. But Joy, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Love you. Thanks, Amy. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Alrighty, guys. So the Amy Cole workshop opens at 3:00. I'll go ahead and let you know that. The new Amy Cole workshop is going to be in October. The dates will be released here in a few minutes on social media for you to look at. If you are interested, please head over to the link in the Instagram profile. Once you're there, you'll go to the bottom of that, and it will say, are you interested in the Amy Cole workshop? When you get there, type in your email. Make sure you subscribe so you can get all the emails that are coming out about the workshop. We are only opening 10 available spots. 10. That's it. This time we opened 12, and I would like to take this one and scale it back just a tad for those 10 spots. So if you are interested in that at all, I would highly recommend you go ahead and get in. I do have a waiting list right now that's going to go out. That email is going to go live at 3:00. Once that email goes live, the Instagram post will go live, and the first 10 that take those spots, that's the 10 that get it. And I also want to say, if you stayed around until the very end, there is something that we would love to gift you if you decide to sign up in the next 24 hours, and that is a $50 credit off of your workshop registration fee. So if you decide to do that, DM me and let me know that you are going to be one of those spots, and I'll go ahead and mark you off for that. You have 24 hours. It is $240 right now. $240. So at $240 tomorrow, that will expire. That discount code will expire. You can message me for more information if you have any questions. I'll be available almost all day long. We're going to lead worship and record it tonight. So during that time, I may be unavailable. Hey, Mary Beth, how are you, friend? But I wanted to let you know again, if you want the information about the workshop, go over to the link in my Instagram profile. Once you're there, scroll to the bottom. There will be a box. You'll put your email address in there, and it will send you an email. When it sends you that email to subscribe, you want to go ahead and click subscribe there so that you get the information and the link to where to go to sign up for at least the detailed information about the workshop. And again, you have 24 hours for that $50 off of the workshop registration fee. I am so excited about this new workshop. We are doing a few things differently in the October workshop, and we're going to focus more on the people that are attending, doing some branding styled shoots with you instead of with other people, with models. They're going to be focused on you, and I'm really, really excited about that. I think it's going to benefit you to go home and have content to share your face, to share your family, to share who you are in this business. So I'm so grateful that you have joined us for these Instagram lives over the past, month. We've done them for almost a month now. I'm probably going to bring this back soon because I think it's a lot of fun. But for now, I'm signing off for the Instagram Live series, and I hope you've enjoyed them. This one will be on YouTube later today, and I will make sure to mark that it was recorded on this date, just in case someone messages about the discount code. I hope you all have a great day. Happy Thursday.